Today's Saturday, the 6th of June, 2026. And if you look at the numbers, we've done a total of 563 solar appointments today. So these appointments are not just completely solar, right? We work in multiple different industries, but majority of these appointments come from the solar industry. These are the total number of appointments that we've done today, Saturday. And if I come to live transfers, you can see all the industries that we work in: solar, insurance, roofing, HVAC. And if I should just scroll down, you can see all the numbers, right? It's a lot of appointments, as you can see. So let's see here. These are the total numbers, right? And if I come down to live transfers, you can see the total live transfers we've done today is 481 live transfers, but these are not entirely for solar, right? Majority of the live transfer we get actually comes from insurance, because the insurance companies we work with, they just want to get live transfers immediately. You know, if a new lead comes in, the BusyPipeline, get the leads, pre-qualified the lead. If the lead is qualified, they get transferred immediately to whoever is whoever's using the BusyPipeline, and they just get to close the lead, whatever, right? And if I come down to reschedule, you can see that we've got a total of 126 rescheduled appointments today, which is amazing. Usually our numbers are up during the weekend, because we just seem to get a lot of connection, because a lot of people are not at work. We just seem to get a lot of success on weekends, right? So when I say success, I mean the numbers usually go really high on weekends, Saturdays to be specific. On Sundays, it's kind of, not really up there, but Saturdays are just like the best days to work, right? So yeah, these are the numbers that we got, and 563 appointments booked, 481 live transfers, and 126 rescheduled appointments, all in one day, Saturday, 6th, 2026, right? I'm going to show you exactly how we make this happen, right? The simple process that we follow to achieve this, right? So if I should come down here. So if you take a look at my screen, you can see the software we use. Obviously, it's called BusyPipeline. This is the software we create for sales guys and sales team to get unlimited leads and appointments consistently, right? We basically handle everything for them. That's basically what BusyPipeline does. And if you see, the two aspects that we focus on with BusyPipeline is prospecting and lead nurture, which are the most important part when it comes to getting new customers for your sales career, whatever, right? So for prospecting side, these are exactly what BusyPipeline does, right? It does lead generation, it does lead qualification, and it does appointment setting, right? So as you can see here, we have, and again, we do all of this with AI agents. So we have AI agents that are constantly working, constantly bringing in leads, constantly following up, constantly, booking appointments, right? So we have multiple AI agents. As you can see here, we have the lead gen guy, we have the appointment setter, right? So we have lead gen, appointment setter, and the follow-up AI agent. Everything is basically just being streamlined and organized, so you can basically just focus on getting new appointments. The AI get the leads, the AI book the appointment, the AI does the follow-up, and all you have to do is either take live transfers or get an appointment, right? They either do live transfers for you or book an appointment for you, right? So this is pretty much what they handle. So on the prospecting side, they handle lead gen, lead qualification, and appointment setting. And if we come to the lead nurture side, this is where the magic happens. This is where we have a lot of fun, right? So we do follow-up on booked appointments. So if you book an appointment, you have AI agents that will book an appointment for you and also follow up with that appointment, so you can have a high appointment show-up rate, right? Because something we've noticed in the sales industry is having low show rates, right? Which is something we've already solved. We've solved the low show rate issue, and we're currently getting up to 60% appointment show-up rate on all our appointments. That's like the average that we're getting right now, which is amazing. I want to get that up to like 70. It's going to be hard to get to 80. In some industries, it is easy to get to 80, but generally it's going to be difficult to get to that point. But 70 is like the target. Once we get to 70, we will know we are doing a great job. Right now, we're doing a great job, but when we can push it up to 70, then, I'm going to be really excited, right? So when the lead nurture side, the AI agent does follow up for you before and after appointment, so you can have a high appointment show-up rate. And if you want them to follow up after the appointment, it's also going to do that for you, right? So reschedule no-show appointments, just like, you saw the numbers that we did. It rescheduled no-show appointments. So if you have appointments that didn't show, we have AI agents that will reschedule those appointments for you, just to make sure you don't waste any money, right? So any lead that comes in is a potential customer, and it's not gonna let it slide through the crack, whatever, right? So the third thing we do with the lead nurture with the BusyPipeline is database reactivation campaign, right? So the way this works is, we just have AI agents that focus specifically on nurturing, on basically doing reactivation, right? So the way database reactivation campaign works is when you have a new lead, right, and the lead didn't convert immediately, maybe they didn't book an appointment, or maybe they had an appointment but they didn't convert, BusyPipeline does what we call the database reactivation campaign, which is basically just going into your database, seeing all those leads that are just sitting there doing nothing, and it engages them again. It sends them SMS. This is the process we follow, right? First of all, we send SMS. It's a very simple SMS to get them to say yes. If they say yes, we have AI agents that will call them immediately and trying to get them booked again, right? So if these are leads that either didn't show interest at first, or maybe didn't book an appointment, or maybe didn't show for an appointment for whatever reason, but they're qualified and they are in your database, we just convert that for you, right? So the companies that we work with, the sales companies that we work with, when we get them onboarded, the first thing we do is go to that database and start converting those leads. The majority of the companies that we onboard on sales reps, when we go to their CRM, they have a bunch of leads sitting there doing nothing. So we just try to convert that, bring in some money before we start doing the actual thing BusyPipeline does, which is lead generation, basically all the fun stuff, right? But the first thing we do is to revive those dead leads that you have in your CRM, right? So if you have dead leads in your CRM right now, you can use the BusyPipeline to reactivate them and get them interested again and get a couple deals from it, right? So it depends on how many leads you get and how long they've been in your CRM for, but I can guarantee you, if you follow the process, even if you don't use the BusyPipeline, if you use the right process, you can convert those dead leads into actual sales, all right? So that's that for the BusyPipeline. If you have any questions, just drop it down for me. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Cheers.